Yo, what's up guys, in here, welcome back to another video here. Today we're doing another US Battle Royale simulator video. If you don't know how these go, let me show you how these go. So I'm gonna spin this wheel, we're gonna get California. This wheel, I'll explain how these go when they pop up. Nuke you don't want to land on. California's gonna unify with something already. Okay, so we're gonna look at what California borders, which is Arizona, Nevada, Oregon, and Hawaii. Technically Hawaii. Hope that it's not Hawaii. It's gonna be Nevada. Then I'm gonna erase the border, give them a color, brown for California and the people in it. Nefornia. That works. Nefornia has been born. We're gonna spin it again. We're gonna get Kentucky. We're gonna attack. This is the most simple one. We're just gonna look at what it borders. Indiana, Ohio, West Virginia, Virginia, Tennessee, Missouri, Illinois. They're gonna go for Indiana. And it's a 1-to-1 odd. They lose. We're gonna go here. We're gonna erase the border. Gonna give them red for KFC, but now it's IFC, Indiana Fried Chicken. Put down the initials and the amount it has plus itself. So there we go. Simple. That's how that one works. And the rest I'll explain when they come up. Next up is Iowa. They are going to attack. They're going to go for Nebraska. And it's a 1-to-1 odd. They lose. Just don't get picked from the wheel. Everyone's losing. You know, Iowa did worse than they did in the other video. Because in the other video, they were dealing with a rebellion for like ages. And then lost it. And that was before they even did anything. Connecticut's up. Speaking of Civil War... No, okay, they're attacking. They're gonna go for Massachusetts, 1-to-1 odds. They win. Finally have a winner off this wheel. Connecticut doing better than they did last time. Next up is New Mexico. They're gonna attack. By the way, 4 corners, they can go for Utah. They're gonna go for Oklahoma. Stupid looking border. They get it. This border always happens in these videos. Wisconsin's up. They almost had a civil war, but they're gonna attack. They're gonna go for Michigan. And they win. Reuniting this upper part with land that is owned by the same part. 3 bordering each other now. Missouri's up. They're going to attack. They're going to go for Arkansas, and they win. Hawaii is up. They can only attack Nefornia if they pick attack, which they do, so it's a 2-to-1 chance of them winning. They lose. So Nefornia now is the strongest by taking out Hawaii there. New Hampshire's up. They're going to have a civil war. This is going to be New Hampshire. This is Old Hampshire, who's rebelling. New Hampshire's already quelling that rebellion, and they win it, even though I messed up, but they still win it. So I can just undo everything I just did. That was the fastest rebellion in history that got quelled. Virginia's up, the Virgins. They're gonna attack. They're gonna go for North Carolina, and they're gonna win. The Virgins are back. Florida's up. They're gonna attack. No alliances yet. They're gonna go for Georgia, and they're gonna lose. It's the first loss in a while, and no more Florida-Georgia line. It's just Georgia. North Dakota's up. They're gonna attack. They're gonna go for South Dakota. They're betraying their friend, and they lose. Yeah, you definitely deserve that one. If they unified, they could have just been called Dakota, but no, you had to attack. Another one touching the chain. Colorado's up. They're gonna attack. No alliances, really? They're gonna go for Nebraska. Dumb option. Yeah, they lose. If they went for anything normal, they would have won that. Probably. But they went for the stronger one. Next up is Montana. Finally an alliance. The way this works, I'm just spinning the wheel again. They're gonna ally with Maine. Very weird alliance. The only thing they have in common is the first letter of the state name. Virginia's up. The Virgins are back. They're going to attack. They're going to go for Indiana, and they win. Virginia Fried Chicken, or Virgin Fried Chicken, whatever you want. Take your pick. I would give them red for the whole, you know, KFC type thing, but the Virgins always have orange. All right, and Indiana's gone. Next up is Kansas. They're going to have a civil war. We're going to give the Civil War territory to, like, I don't know, Native Americans. They're rebelling against Kansas. Next up is South Carolina, surrounded. They're gonna attack. So don't go for Virginia, go for Georgia if you're gonna go for anything here, which you are. And you're an idiot. Yeah, you lose. Even if you went for Georgia, you would have lost. I mean, even if you went for literally anything that also had nothing, you still would have lost. But you know, Virginia, very strong. They're the favorite to win it right now. Next up is Washington. They're gonna have a civil war. All right, well, Washington, I was thinking about doing the Seattle Supersonics, but we're actually gonna have Lincoln. Lincoln is rebelling against Washington. Next up is Missouri. They're gonna attack. They're gonna go for Louisiana. and they win. By the way, they could have went for Kansas, but because Kansas is in a civil war, you can't attack a civil war. You can't unify with a civil war, but you can ally with a civil war to help them on their cause and their side. So that makes sense. Just had to explain it because I forgot to. Look at this. They have a little body. They're just missing Iowa and Minnesota. And, well, you can't really get that because you're going to get the little... You can have a cape! Get Nebraska and Minnesota, get a cape! Delaware's up. They are going to attack. They're going to go for Pennsylvania, and they win. If you look at that, I don't think they win very often against Pennsylvania. Next up is New Mexico. They are going to attack. They're going to go for Missouri, and they lose. All right. Missouri now has a blockade around Texas. Sad day for anyone from Texas, but you're not winning unless you have a miracle happen, which you're not. Missouri now really strong, tying Virginia, who they border, just slightly. Oregon's up. They're gonna attack. They're gonna go for Idaho. Smart option. And they win. Washington, Lincoln, whatever wins that rebellion, they're now trapped, and the only thing they can go for that isn't stronger than them is gonna be Alaska. For now. Maine is up. They can only go for New Hampshire, who's in a war. So, you know, but they're going to bring someone into their... Oh, wait, no, New Hampshire's not in a war. It's a civil war, but yeah. They're going to bring someone into their alliance. South Dakota. South Dakota going from light gray to dark gray. They border Montana, too, so Montana's probably like, hey, Maine, fucking help. So there we go. South Dakota is up now. They're going to also ally. Who are they bringing in? Lincoln. So... they're supporting Lincoln's cause against Washington, because now that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versus 1 against Washington. That civil war is as good as over. Ohio's up. They're gonna have a civil war. All right, I thought about this while editing the one video where Ohio had a civil war. Cleveland is gonna rebel. I think I spelled it right. I don't care. It's Cleveland. Alaska, they're gonna ally. That's about all they can do because Washington's preoccupied with Oregon. I did kind of call that Alaska would not be there forever. Yeah, Washington's fucked when they get out of that civil war if they win. Kansas is up. They're gonna also ally. Now we're getting all the allies that we missed earlier with Georgia. Kansas is bringing in Georgia into its civil war cause against the Native Americans. Wisconsin's up. They are gonna also ally, Jesus Christ, with Rhode Island. Yeah, Rhode Island. Rhode Island is surrounded. They're like, hey, I need some help. And they got it. Connecticut's up. The one surrounding Rhode Island. They're going to attack. They're going to go for Vermont. And they're going to lose. Tough. Absolutely tough. Vermont blockading New Hampshire and Maine and Rhode Island all now over here. Native Americans is going to come end this civil war, but it's a 1 versus 3. They lose. It didn't even matter. It could have been a 50-50. They still would have lost. They could have had a 90% chance to win. They still would have lost. That's how dead center of no that was. Well, the Native Americans lose yet again to America. We only have 2 civil wars on the board now instead of 3. Rhode Island's up, completely surrounded. They're... Oh my god. Why is it even called Rhode Island if they're not a fucking island? Are they an island? Like, is this a river? I don't know. How do I do this? I know how to do this. This is Rhode Island. This is going to be Cody Rhodes, the undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion right now. Cody Rhodes. DC is up. They're almost having a civil war, but they're going to attack. Not looking good for good old Joe Biden. They're going to go for Virginia. Definitely not looking good now. They lose. Yeah. They would have won if it wasn't Virginia. Virginia is now the strongest in the game on its own. Next up is West Virginia. They're going to have a civil war. Sick. East Virginia. How many civil wars do we have on the board now? 4? Am I even recording? I am. Good. That would have been bad. Maine is up. They're completely blockaded almost. They're gonna unify. They only border New Hampshire. They only border New Hampshire. They're unifying with New Hampshire. We're gonna call it New Maine. And this brings them in to the dark gray alliance. That dark gray alliance is looking pretty strong. Lincoln, you're probably gonna win that civil war over there, buddy. Shit, hold on. If Wyoming is still up, let's see. Get rid of Maine. Where's New Hampshire? No, it's going to be Nebraska. Sorry, Wyoming. My bad. Okay, Nebraska is going to attack. They're going to go for Utah, the Mormons, and lose. Yeah, those Mormons, strong. I'm just more surprised they actually won for once. They don't usually win a lot. Next up is New Maine. They're gonna attack. They can only go for Vermont, and they lose. That hurts for Lincoln as well, because he needed the strength that he can get to win this civil war. I just realized that I put Lincoln in another civil war, and the last time he was in a civil war it did not end well. I just did it because it was the first president that came to mind. Vermont, really strong. 1, 2, 3, 4 rebellions on the board right now. Montana's up. Gonna attack. They're gonna go for Wyoming. 1, 2, 3, 4 versus 1. They win. All right, this is kind of helping Lincoln now. They gain back a little bit of strength. Not much, but they gain back a little. They gain back half of what they lost. Vermont is up. They are gonna attack. They can only go for New York because, you know, Rhode Island's a little bit busy. They win. Vermont breaking the blockade that was set for them by New York just being there. Next up is Kansas. Surrounded, they're gonna attack. Missouri or Utah, you're done for. They're gonna go for Utah. They lose. If it was an even battle, they would have won, but it wasn't. So that we're not having that conversation right now. They won the Civil War against the Native Americans, but they could not beat the Mormons. You heard it here first. If you were to get into a fight a Native American, not a Mormon. Oregon's back up. They're gonna ally with Illinois. Why? That was a weird alliance. They're just chilling, minding their own business. Delaware's up. They're gonna attack. They're gonna go for Maryland. And they lose. That's tough. This is getting good. No nukes so far, that's good. 28 left, Alaska's up. They're gonna attack, but they can't attack because Washington... And because of the fact they can't attack, we're gonna skip their turn. I'm sorry, Alaska. Minnesota's up. Minnesota is gonna attack. They're gonna go for Wisconsin. Technically, Wisconsin has 3, so here we go, and they lose. Let's see, if they had 2, they still would have lost, so it didn't matter. I said technically Wisconsin has 3 because Rhode Island counts, but Rhode Island's also in a civil war with itself. Wisconsin owning a lot up there. Next up is Washington. That rebellion's finally being settled, but they're kind of fucked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Lincoln wins. Lincoln has successfully won the Civil War without dying this time that we know of. I don't know, this is not a top-down game where I can see inside the city and all this. Now Alaska could have won, but too late. Oregon's up. They're gonna attack. One bad option, really. They're gonna go for Idaho. That's also a bad option, right? Wait, no, they have Idaho. What am I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, Montana's who I was thinking. They're going for Lincoln. I don't care. All right, so you're fucked. 4 versus 5. You lose. Didn't even matter. You were in dead center of lost. So here's how this is gonna go. I'm gonna makeshift border this. Lincoln's gonna get Oregon. Montana's gonna get Idaho. South Dakota, if they bordered Illinois, would have got that. Oh, and Lincoln gets Alaska. Alaska's dead as well. So now Lincoln is at 3. Montana's at 3. Illinois is the last one surviving out of this alliance. By the way, guys, this is the last video that I need to film for April. So yeah, you know, did some grinding, almost died a few times. It's been great. I have a lot more ideas too, hopefully, for next month. What's after April? Wait, no, August. What's after August? Sorry. September? Yeah, so we'll see if they work. I am still also going to do that political map battle royale. I'm going to upload it on the day before the election. And I'm going to do another one that uploads on the day of the election if I can. Or just one. I'm going to do the one before, and that's it. And we'll see how that video turns. Oregon's gone. Alaska's gone. Next up is Lincoln. They're going to continue. They're going to ally, diplomatic, with Wisconsin. Wait, no, Lincoln just backstabbed Dark Gray. They're allying with Wisconsin, who's already in allyship. They just backstabbed Dark Gray. They won their freedom because of Dark Gray. They got strength because of Dark Gray, and they backstabbed them. Lincoln. That's not the Lincoln I know. Utah's up. They're gonna ally with Lincoln. Okay. Then Lincoln brings in Utah to surround Dark Gray. Oh my god. Wisconsin's up. They're gonna attack. They can go for South Dakota, who is part of dark gray. They're gonna go for Illinois. They're sparing them. No, 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 no. I did that wrong. Hold on, wait. Oh, no, they won it. Okay. I did that horribly wrong. That was my bad. Wisconsin doing its best to not get blockaded in by its own ally. So they're expanding a little more, so they have more room to go. And I'd say it's working really fine. The purple needs to unify, though, or else they have to battle to the death. Utah's up. They're gonna ally. Who are they bringing in, or are they backstabbing? You can't do that. Maryland. They're bringing in Maryland. All right, purple's gonna win this, but they have to fight to the death if they don't do it. Rhode Island, they're gonna win against Cody Rhodes here. 16 versus 1. Yeah, okay, Rhode Island wins its Civil War. Cody couldn't finish his story against against Rhode Island here. Next up is Utah. They're gonna attack. They're gonna go for Montana. Oh, this is it. Dark Gray loses. Just as insult to injury, we're giving Montana over to Lincoln. We're gonna give South Dakota to Wisconsin. Even though technically Utah initiated the battle, they should get something. But they'll be fine. They'll have 6. They'll have 6. Yeah, they're still right there in terms of state count. I don't know what's up with these borders when I do shit like this. South Dakota, Montana, both gone. Wisconsin's up. They're continuing the rampage. They're gonna attack. They're gonna go for Virginia. The Virgins, no. Virgins have their work cut out for them. Oh, they win. The Virgins won. They take over Maryland and Wisconsin. Oh, that's not good if you're purple. You know, it's a good thing I gave Illinois to Wisconsin, because Utah would have been gone. If you're from Utah, you're welcome. I also really like this contrast of the orange and the purple on this background of blue. Maryland was brought in just to lose. That's crazy. Mississippi is up. I don't think they've done anything yet. They're attacking, though. One bad option, they find it, and they lose. Missouri hasn't been doing anything in a while, but they are still continuing their winning ways. Texas is still blockaded. California hasn't done anything since they took over Hawaii. Next up is New Jersey. They're gonna attack. They're kind of fucked. They have the 2 T's, or sorry, the 2 V's. They're gonna go for the worst one. They lose. All right. Virginia is just strong as shit. Vermont completely blockaded by Virginia. All right, if you see this part of the video, comment down below what state you would rather have become independent and apart from the US, and why. Alabama's up. They're gonna ally, smart, with California. Why? Virginia was the easy option. You went for California. All right, Alabama don't want to win. Utah's up. They're gonna attack. They're gonna go for California, and oh, California wins. Lincoln and Utah just got taken out. Lincoln must have been out of theater. California takes out the rest of purple. Virginia did half. California did the rest. I was literally talking about how they were doing nothing. All of a sudden they get a new ally. Then they do this. That's absurd. Virginia got competition now. That's 15 and counting Alabama. Still 2 civil wars on the board. They're both right next to each other as well, which is the funny part about it. Missouri is up. They're gonna ally with Alabama. Oh my god, California is gonna win. California is gonna win because they just got an ally that's strong as shit. Now they are stronger combined than Virginia. Virginia's up. They're gonna counter with an attack. They could go for Vermont just cause. See, if Missouri, by the way, if you allied with them like the turn before, you would have got Utah. They would have got Lincoln. So you kind of screwed yourself out a little bit. They're gonna go for California. Oh, the battle's happening. The battle's happening. 14 plus 6 is 20, 21. Virginia, do the Virgins win? They do! And they take out everything but Alabama. Oh, California and Missouri. Missouri just got added and they just got removed from the game. I mean, they could have a civil war happen. I'm not saying that can't happen. I forgot to give Alaska a different color. That's my bad. 36. Now listen, in that America's video, we got too comfortable with the US running rampant on the North Americans countries and all that. And then they got nuked out of the game. So anything can happen is what I'm saying. Virginia looks like a clear favorite to win. anything can happen. Tennessee is basically surrounded. Texas is surrounded. Arizona is surrounded. These two are at a civil war. Rhode Island's surrounded. Vermont is blockaded. I actually forgot Rhode Island was there. I could have added their total to the other thing, but I don't think it would have made a difference. It's 1. Missouri gone. California gone. Next up, Arizona. They're surrounded, so if they pick attack, they're going for Virginia. Yeah, they're dead. They lost, yeah. If they get nuked, we're gonna have to have air combat for the rest of this, because, like, how is Texas gonna get to the rest of the US? Virginia's up. Don't get nuked. They're gonna attack. They can go for pretty much anything besides Rhode Island and besides the rebellers. They're gonna go for Texas, and they win. Texas was blockaded early, and they're finally gone. They lasted longer than most. We need these civil wars to be ended, by the way. I don't know why they're not popping up. Speaking of, East Virginia versus West Virginia. West Virginia wins. That rebellion's just quelled, destroyed. Now West Virginia is so far behind develop wise, they're destroyed. Like, they're gonna lose. They can only go for Virginia because Ohio's still in the civil war with Cleveland. Vermont's up. They're gonna ally with, they allied with the guy they're surrounding and have pretty much dead. Are we serious? Why would you ever do that? Ally with Virginia, the one that's literally threatening your life. Virginia's up. They're gonna teach him a lesson. Watch, they're gonna teach him a lesson. Tennessee is up. Never mind. Never mind. Virginia almost lost that. Unless they get nuked, they're not losing. A miracle greater than Jesus needs to happen, or they're getting nuked. Either one, they don't lose here, though. Virginia's back up. What are they gonna do now? They're gonna ally with who? West Virginia. The other virgins, they're bringing in their virgin friend. They have to unify with them, though. West Virginia, will they do it? No, they're gonna attack. They're not. What, you got a fucking big dick now? You don't even border anything that actually can be picked, because Ohio can't be picked, so your turn is skipped. Georgia's up. They're gonna, Georgia's got a civil war. Florida is back. And you know what? We're gonna, this is not even just Florida. This is Spanish Florida. I had to throw a spice on it somehow. Alabama's up. Can't go for Georgia. And they choose attack anyway, so that's 40 versus 1. They lose. Alabama's finally gone. Here's the thing. The virgins, they can't share the win unless they unify, which I doubt will happen. If West Virginia keeps popping up, they can have more chances at it. Ohio's up. They're finally ending this rebellion. They win. Cleveland's gone. You probably should have kept that going a little longer. By the way, Ohio, word of advice, don't want to be picked in this game. Left to 7. Vermont's up. They're gonna attack. They can only go for, you're an idiot. You have like 7 versus 41. They lose. Yeah. Rhode Island's still safe because they were not bordering. You're still an idiot, though. Vermont, stupid ass. Virginia got 46. Unless they get nuked, like, what do you think's gonna happen here? 1 civil war on the board as well. Next up is West Virginia. Will they unify? They're gonna ally with who? Ohio. All right, Ohio's kind of saved right now. For now, until the bloodbath. Spanish Florida, that rebellion's being quelled, and they win. All right. Spanish Florida wins that rebellion. That was the wrong time to do that, though, because look around you, buddy. Ohio's up. Will they unify? They're gonna ally with who? Virginia. You can't do that. Spanish Florida. Okay, well, you're just you got saved by a guy that got saved, so you save a guy. Well, Rhode Island's the only one left. If alliance happens, it's automatically Rhode Island. Spanish Florida's up. They are going to attack. Their turn is skipped because they don't border anything. West Virginia is going to attack. You don't border anything. West Virginia's back up. They're going to, you don't border anything. Virginia's up. You border it. Yeah, it's a little excessive, don't you think? Okay, they win. Now, your turn can't get skipped anymore. You get picked, and you're fucked. Because you have to face Virginia. The guy that you were not trying to unify with for your life. Yeah, Virginia wins, like, come on. But there could be a miracle here. There definitely could be a miracle. We've seen crazier. Ohio's up. What do you do? Alliance, you can't do that, so we're going to spin it again. Okay, you're going to attack. Who do you attack? Virginia, you're an idiot. 47 versus 1. Ohio loses. Remember, now that alliances can't happen, it is a 2% chance for nukes instead of a 1% chance. So it's a little bit higher, but still pretty rare to get. Virginia's up. This could be it. Oh, they got a civil war. They got a civil war. Who do I bring? Lincoln is back, baby. Lincoln's back. About 13 states. So this is now 35. That's absurd. Lincoln's back. And the rebellion's coming to an end already. 13 versus 35. Lincoln loses. Okay, well, I can just undo everything I just did. Like, get the fuck out, Lincoln. What are you doing here? Why were you even there? Anyway, so let's get back to this. Virginia's back up. They're gonna attack. Which one do they attack? Spanish Florida or West Virginia? Oh, you're not even gonna let the guy go out last? That's tough. I guess the virgins don't always stay united. Virginia wins. Well, it's down to this. Nuke or a civil war can save Spanish Florida here. Spanish Florida is up. You do not want to nuke. Ah, it's over. 2v49. Yet no wins. What happened here? Yeah, no wins. All right, the virgins won this. I'll see you guys in the next one. Send a peace out. See you guys.